Right, pay attention, Bond. This is the Sinclair ZXspectrum Plus 2. It's a fully operational computer with 128K memory, but it comes with 3 James Bond games and a light gun that fires armor-piercing shells. Now that's your assignment. No, don't sit in that chair. Sorry, Bond. Haven't perfected that yet. The Sinclair ZXspectrum Plus 2.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you're okay. Hope you're fine and well this Sunday evening. Work next week, so it's the end of the long week. It's not too bad outside. Got a nice glass of wine to enjoy while we play some Spectrum conversions of the old arcade games. Now, if you've watched over the last few weeks, hi Jean-Bon, hope you're well. Hope you're doing okay. Hope everything's smooth in your life. El Vino does flow, that's a good thing. Just at the pub, we'll tune in when back bladdered. You're always at the pub, Andy. Can you remember where you live? Oh dear. Yeah, so those who watched a few weeks ago, we did a similar thing looking at the Commodore 64 arcade conversions. So what I thought I'd do this week is look at the Spectrum conversions to see how good they are. Yeah, it is a nice and sunny evening. It is here as well too. It's nice that it stays light till about 10 o'clock, half 10. But then again, I do like the winter as well, so I'm a bit torn. Looking at the weather forecast for later in the week, I think I'll definitely be melting, because it's given it out to be something like 40 degrees on Saturday. So, and we're going on Andy Ice Cream and Stag Do, so we'll probably all be melting. We need plenty of alcohol or beverages to keep us cool. Right, let's start, shall we? What was that? For the first one, I am going to use CoinOps to play, because it is a bit of a bugger to set up in the emulator if you do it separately. And again, this is one that we played last week on the C64, and that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the arcade. And again, it always amazes me at how they managed to get such good stuff from 48K or 128K back in the day. So I have him. Got to get April out. Fire theme. Obviously, it's got the yellow, everything yellow Spectrum background. But that's what I always liked about the Spectrum. The fact that, yeah, it might not have had the colours, but the gameplay was better. I think it was more, what's the word? Closer to the arcade. I used to hate that word, arcade perfect. It's arcade perfect. Well, actually, no, it's not. If it were arcade perfect, it would be the arcade. But I suppose when you look at it through rose-coloured spectacles, yeah. It is CoinOps Classics, this version. So it's just it hasn't got all the arcade and stuff on it. It's just got the Amstrad, Spectrum, MSX. There's a MS-DOS as well. I think there's about 400 MS-DOS games on it. So if you're into just your 8-bits and your 16-bits, it's good. It's got Amiga on it as well, and Atari, I think, it's on it. Yeah, the Game Boy. It does actually remind you of the Game Boy, doesn't it? The definition of the graphics isn't that bad, actually, when you look at it. The sprites are quite... You can tell who they are. I got it from... If you go on to... He's got a Facebook page... not a Facebook page. A YouTube page, and you get it from Back Me Ups. The actual... I think the torrents for it, if I remember rightly. But if you go on to... CoinOps on Discord, it tells... If you look for a website... a YouTube page called Pipmic, that's Pipmick, He's got loads of videos on there how to get onto the site that has this. If I remember after the stream, I'll post a link to the YouTube channel that does this. Does actually make these packs. I'm not sure if you can get it from Arcade Punks or not. To be honest, it's not a site I usually use very much. So you might be able to. You might have to check. Pimp me. It's a good little. To be honest, it's a good little collection. If you like just the computer stuff, which I do. Obviously, I do like the arcade stuff as well, but obviously it's lackluster in the sound effects department, which obviously the Spectrum always was, unfortunately. Well, even the 128K, it did have sound effects to some games, but still, if I had a Spectrum and I played this in the arcade, I wouldn't be that disappointed. It's not a bad conversion. It's not one of the worst conversions I've seen. Better than some of the Turtles games. The one on the Amiga, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the one what was nothing like the arcade version. I think we've got the robots. I don't know. I don't know what pimp me means. Oh, well done, dude. We got to, oh, there's April. I will post a link in the description though when I get. I don't know if I can actually post it now. Well, after this game, I'll see if I can post it. See if I can find it and post a link to where you can find it. Oh, pimp me. No, sorry. It's called Back Me Ups, or I'm sure it's called Back Me. Is it backups.me? Something like that. But you have to be a member of it. But you can become a member. It's easy to become a member. You just have to go into the Discord channel and request access. Oh, come on. What's his name? That rhino thing. He killed me last time. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, it's probably my mumbling that Pimp Me sounds a better web page. Well, I suppose it does. The sound is like our toilet system that Rabbit drips all day. Yeah, it is actually probably based on that. The jumpsuit, yeah, yellow, like Annika Rice off Treasure Hunt, if you can remember that. Like I say, the graphics aren't that bad on it, to be honest, and the scrolling's pretty good. Oh, afternoon, evening, Paul. Hope you okay. Retro Prime. Yeah, I was just saying, seeing as I gave the 64 version a look at last time, I best be fair and have a look at this. Oh, I've just fell down the drain. Look at the Spectrum versions as well. There isn't a Spectrum version of Simpsons, unfortunately. Can I pick that up? Oh, I can hit it, but I can't pick it up. Yeah, there is. I was just saying the definition as well is not too bad on the sprites. Sometimes you can't really see what's going on. But it didn't slow down either, which is good. This Spectrum was always better at the arcade closeness to the actual gameplay. It always was. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. True, no music or colours. I would notice like that. That's a good point. Good point, Paul. Sorry. Right, what shall we put on next? Right, I'm just gonna, 1 second, I'm just gonna see if I can find.
Grandma?
Oh, I want to talk about Grandmother. So this page, if I was to post it, if you click on that, it talks about Computer Classics, and also if you look, it says Computer Classics game add-on and the Discord invite, and how to. That's how you get. If you click on that in Discord, it'll tell you how to get invited. But you don't actually want the Computer Classics games add-on. You want the there's a later one than that. This one. If I can. This sort of shows you all the things in it, if you're interested in getting it. But the first one, if you go to the Discord, it tells you how to get access to it. Right, let's come out of that. What was the comment? There's another good conversion. Robocop. It's funny, I've got Robocop. Let's have a look at it. I do like this thumping bass on this. Where is the money? Let's get a drink. Cheers. Ooh, a bit of sound effect there as well. Voice. So, to Prime Directive, serve the public trust.
Protect the innocent. Uphold the law.
Classified. Love the sound effects on it. That's really good. I don't know what the gameplay's like. What's sugar? Bloody hell. Ah! Is he? Back from the pubs and he's watching, so none of your usual. I don't know, are you there? I never swear, ever, hardly. Evening, Xander. Hope you had a good time in Gala. Oh. I hope Sophia's feeling a bit better as well, Paul. Like she had a nasty bug or something. Can I go up there? I bet I can't, can I? I need a gun now. Power pills. How do I get the pills? Oh. He says evening. Evening, sir. How are you? I suppose it's like you said though, Paul. When it ain't got any colours to move around, it can move things quite easily, can't it? Oh, why's my gun gone? Evening music, man. Hope you're doing well. One shot, that's what I wanted. Oh, is it one shot goes through all of them? Looks like he's cacked his pants. He probably has. Robocop. That's what he's done in his pants. Dad joke warning. Did Liz enjoy the horses, Andy? I know it's a thing, isn't it? So, have I got to hit them before I can move? I like his visor, it's massive. Why can't I? Don't go all the way back. Evening, Liz. Glad you enjoyed it. I knew you would when I went to it. When I saw horses, I thought you'll definitely love that kind of stuff. Always going down an alley. It isn't yellow. A massive Game Boy fan, so I sacrifice colour for a better game. I'm all for it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, 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 sugar! Just shot him. Oh, oh! Stop shooting her. Did I shoot him or did I shot her? Oh, it's that. Oh, she. Stop being a coward. On his arm. Yes. He did, yeah. I wasn't going to try that though. I'm going to just shoot him in the shoulder. Oh, I'm watching. Damn, I'm watching it. Oh, move! No! I can't jump, can I? It's impossible. It's very difficult when they get you and you can't move. It's like you have to keep moving and hope they don't get you. Oh wow, that's thumping. Oh, how do you jump? You must be able to jump. I'm sure you have to jump to kick him off on Commodore version. Or Amiga version, whatever. Oh wow. Get the old PCs in the window, shop window there. Get out of there. Move. I need that power bottle. Did you have a quick rundown from Scotland, Andy? Was it quiet? Yeah. Rainbow Islands. I've never played it on the Spectrum. Oh. Game over. That's not bad. I got 5th. Not as good as Ed 209. This reminds me of that advert, Ari Storm, and on and on. I'm going to put one of my favourite Spectrum games on that I used to, when I did have a Spectrum that I liked. You know what it is anyway. I was amazed at this back in the day. How this managed to come on a 48k machine, I'll never know. Or a 128k machine if it's 20. I love that. I even asked you which side you want to drive on. I mentioned it a million times. I was gutted when it came out on the C64, and it was shocking. Yeah, it jerked. Obviously, it's going to jerk, but the heart of it is very close to the arcade, apart from the graphics, obviously. I wondered. I was thinking about it earlier on. I wonder if it would have made any difference if they'd have made it yellow or white. I wonder why they went for blue. Even get a replay. Instant replay. This must have pushed the machine to its limits. It must have done. Whoa. Very difficult to steer on it. Oh, the bridge. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, it's the FPS must be like. It must be low as 5 to 10 frames a second, if less. It's probably about what, 3 or 4. Oh, the fact I missed the bridge completely and I'm flying in the air. It was just you could see the car jump doing stuff. It was like amazing. To see this on a home computer was really good. I don't know what the Amstrad version is like. I've never played that. Fuel lights flashing. Oh, it must have. Can we afford to put? Oh. Because it just amazing, and to get the replays, to have they must have had a buffer somewhere for to capture like your position and like in the 3D world and all that kind of stuff. So that must have took memory up. Just put foot down now. I'm not going to make it back and run out of time. In the sky. Yeah, I do like that game. Take it for what it is. I know, it's almost an impossible. It must have been an impossible task. They must have been happy with what they got. They must have been happy with what they got. What was the F1 racing game back in the 80s? You're talking about pole position or Continental Circus? Quite a few. I don't think I've ever played this on the Spectrum, Andy, so... Graft Gold, they made Fire and Ice. Wow, there's a bit of colour. That's pretty good for the Spectrum. I'm impressed. How do I... What's to fire rainbows? Oh my god, you have to press spacebar. As well as press... That's a bit hard. I suppose they were stuck between a rock and a hard place on this, because to make it Rainbow Island you've got to have colour really, haven't you? Oh. Catchiest song in the world, yeah, definitely. I suppose they did the best what they could do with what they got. Bit of slow down, but... Music, yeah, I was about to say that. Oh. Pole position, yeah. There was also a cartoon called Pole Position as well. That had cars like Knight Rider in it, but it was a cartoon, obviously. Roadie and something else, I can't remember what the one were called. Oh, double rainbows. Oh. Oh. Terrible, this game. He looks like a bit like Dracula with a cape on. Love how the bees blended into the background there. This was the first game you ever played on the Amiga? Yeah, I bet it was a bit better on the Amiga, just slightly. I think it came with one of the packs, Andy, as well. Wait, if you got Rainbow Islands, I think you got F-18 Interceptor with it as well. It was one of the first packs. Was it Flights of Fantasy? Oh, that came with the F-29 Retaliator. It was, because it was in a grey box and it had a rainbow on the front drawn by a paintbrush. I remember it well on the shelves in microphone. Because that was Backpack came out before that, didn't it? I think Backpack was the first one. Game over. Game over, man. So that's Rainbow Islands. Let's have a look what else we've got. Got some here as well. I don't know what this is like, but we'll have a look. Potato game, Continental Circus. So it's Yellow again. There is a lot of depth to the game. It's pretty smooth actually for a racing game on the Speccy. I'm alright till I go around corners, that's when it becomes... Oh, you only got to pit in, I'm already pitted in. Put the fire out, put the fire out! Yeah, it's funny, I've got that to play, I love Super Sprint, it's a bit hard though. See, it was a toss-up between the Commodore 64 colour and chunky graphics or the Spectrum little colour but more crisp sprites that actually looked like the things they were doing. Oh, it was so hard, this game. I'm not going in, I'm gonna burn. Oh, more flames again. We're gonna explode in a minute. Oh, we're gonna spin out and watch. Oh, if it explodes and the wheels come off like in the arcade. Just thinking about it. No, it's not. You just die. And you don't get the dots either that you get in the arcade. Yeah, they did, definitely. They did focus on playability, I totally agree with that. And Amstrad was sort of in between, I think. I don't know who made this originally, who did the conversion for it, which studio. Oh, it's so hard. It's solid. It's hard on it's even hard on the arcade though, to be honest. Get hit from behind. This was another game where the wheel spun like you could just spin it, it never stopped. It's like there, you're never going to get through. Oh, and he does it. I know, I'm going to pit in. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, I'm not. Am I? Hit the pit signs or the cars. Nice straight. Does it tell you what position you are? 93rd. Did you see the F1 today? That crash at the beginning of the Grand Prix. That guy was lucky to escape uninjured, really. Same place as last time. Current ranking 93rd. Sums up my racing skills on these games. Right, let's have a look what else we've got. Another game that I love playing, Miss Pacman. Now obviously they should be able to do this alright, because it's not that hard, but it was still a good game. Pretty colourful as well for a specky game. I went to a quiz on Tuesday a few weeks ago. One of the questions was about the name of the ghosts on this game, on Pacman. What a simple game, yet addictive. I wonder how many copies it's sold. Is this the best-selling game, or I wonder if Space Invaders is on the arcade? Probably neither of them. Oh, there was no way I was getting away from him there, from the ghost then. Not much colour clash either, so I don't know how they got around that. Slight colour clash on the dots when you get near them, but that's about it. Uh-oh. If you watch the guy, I forgot the guy's name who got the record, he can play it really good. He makes the ghost like go like that and then waits for them all to go together to get points up when you're going for the high score challenge on him. There's an American guy, I forgot his name now. There was a bit of controversy around some of his scores. They even got the cutscenes, which I think is quite good. Oh, they're in love. Billy Mitchell, that's it, yeah. Sorry, I forgot it. He was, yeah. I know he goes to a lot of conventions even now. I watched a program about he was talking about it. He says there's one certain space in Pacman where it glitches out, and if you have to be really quick, but you can literally go through the ghosts. Oh, I'm dead. He's coming. He's coming. He's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. That's a bit of a mistake leaving them down there. Not... Oh. Ah. I love how the maze flashes as well, because that's like the arcade. Oh no. The little eyes going back to base. Oh. I'm dead. Last life. They made it Miss Pacman because they wanted to attract more women gamers to the arcade, so that's one of the reasons they made this. In the arcades. Oh. What's that? Love Pacman, yeah, it is a good game. It's very, you can see why it's addictive. Right, I'll leave that there because it can get boring if you're watching it, I suppose. But it is an addictive game, and I do like playing Pacman even now, even like all these years later. Did it come out in 1980 or 82? I think it was 80, weren't it? Pacman came out in 1980. Right, let's see what else we've got. Pac Person. Why isn't it called Pac Woman? I don't know. I suppose it's big dependent on the times, isn't it? Oh, just clicked on the wrong one now. Ms. Pacman sounds like she was unattached to anybody, so Pacman could woo her in like he did. If it were called Mrs. Pacman, she'd be married, so she'd be having an affair with him, unless she were already married to Pacman. That's what I think, anyway. Right, I want that one. That's it. Let's play another classic. It's amazing.
The biggest unanswered question is, where is the money?
Actually, one of the reasons that was it was actually called Pacman, and I don't know if this is just one of them legends or not, but they had to change the name because people kept changing the P to an F. What gear then? I don't know what gear is. This is Nancy at JCHQ. That's one of the first things I saw on the Amiga, which I thought was amazing. The fact it said this is Nancy at JCHQ. It didn't say any of the rest, just that. I'll redact that.
Hold on, man.
What was it? Spacebar 2. This is another classic arcade conversion of the Specky. The best version of Chase HQ on the 8-bit computers by a million miles, I think. But what is it? Oh, can I change gear then? Oh. They look like coconuts. I love how even the sound goes quieter in the tunnels. I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think I'm going to make it.
Your time's up.
Night, Xander. Love the sounds. They're not bad, are they? The Spectrum was pretty good at like voice sounds. You could actually buy a synthesizer for it. I'm sure you could. I think was it called Colour Speech or something like that. Wow, we've got him. Where is he? And there he is. Every time you got near him, it was so annoying that you couldn't. I like how the light flash as well. They got a bit of colour in there, and the bar at the side, you're hitting him. The energy bar thing. They were a classic game, even in the arcade. Whoever thought of it, the like idea of it's really good. I'm not going to do it, I don't think. Not in... It's I'm using Coinops. It's Coinops. It's using Retro FE. I think it's using RetroArch for the emulation itself of the Spectrum. But I also use Speculator as well, which is a really good emulator. We'll give it one more go. Oh, you don't have to. Oh. Still slows down here when there's a lot going off on the screen. Oh, I used to be able to do this every time when you just lose the skill to play games. Same as anything, when you don't play a game, like I play Sensible Soccer now. I used to be a master at Sensible Soccer. I used to love Sensible Soccer. We used to have tournaments and I used to win most of the time, but now, flipping it, and Kick-Off 2. Kick-Off 2 is a nightmare to play, even though I used to love it. Sounds like a cat in a blender. It's like when the neighbours it's like when the neighbours burglar alarm won't stop. That is true. Any other requests? Galaxy Force. I can't believe the attempt at Galaxy Force on the Gunfighter. Oh, no, that's that one. I used to play that as well. Can't believe the attempt. Ghosts and Goblins. What was that like on the Spectrum? That's another arcade game, isn't it? Gauntlet, right, I'll put that on next. It's dead hard on everyone, it's not just a specky. Oh, I didn't even see me. I didn't even see me, man, then. Oh, he's a bit late. Look, he's almost invisible. No sound, music or anything. Oh, the zombies. The 1-bit version. I don't know what version it is. I'm sure you used to be able to. It might have not been working right, I'm sure. Right, where's the sound? Oh, don't. Sound not included. Yeah. It'd be funny if it said that on the tapes. some of the Spectrum games, I thought it was some of there. Some of the Spectrum games, I think Starglider was one of them, came with an actual audio tape that you put in and played while you actually played the game. Oh, wow. You got me while I wasn't even on screen. The trumping sounds back again. Oh. Get killed while you're on the ladder. Audio, yeah, I think Outrun did as well. Yeah, that's another one. I was watching from bedrooms to, is it from bedrooms to billions or whatever the documentary's called, the Amiga one yesterday, and it was talking about the Atari ST and how they made it, because obviously the Atari ST's got the same sound chip as the Spectrum Plus 2 and it's like the AY chip, and they just did it because it was cheap to make. Sounds like he's trumping. I love how they come out the ground. Oh. Can I go through that? Let's go over it. They killed me last time, didn't you? Wee. Got more luck than judgment, did he? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's absolutely solid, that game is. It's really difficult. But it's not just difficult on the Spectrum, it's difficult on everything. Somebody mentioned Gauntlet. Oh.
The biggest unanswered question is where.
Yeah, this is a game I've played but never played on the Spectrum, so little quiet trumps and not full bore. Oh, don't start them on full bore trumps on Alexa. Andy will be laughing his head off. If we've got a bit of music, 1985. What's that? Player one, choose. How do I use choose? I think that. So I have to move the cursor without. So that's it's spacebar. So Sinclair controls. Let's start. Let's start then. Well, just like that. Here we go, Wizard. Golden Axe. I don't know what it's like again. I've never played it, so. Oh. This was obviously the classic dungeon crawler, weren't it, for its day? Let's go for over here because this is where you could get to different levels. Were there 100 levels on it or something like that? I can't remember now. There were quite a lot. It was quite a large arcade in the, obviously with 4 player, weren't it? I miss the simplicity of these type of games. Exit to level 8. Some of those were poisonous, weren't they? And they were like generators that brought the dead to life, or whatever they were called. Well, we played it. We actually played this on 4 players over the internet on the arcade using Parsec. So you can on Parsec you can literally, if you've got any emulators, the person with the emulator sets it up on their computer, and then anybody else installs Parsec and they join the server that they set up, and then you can use your Xbox pad locally at your house and play games via the other person's computer. So we've actually played loads of games like that. We've played 3-player Daytona Arcade, which was amazing, online using that system, and also Gauntlet and many. And I think we played some others, didn't we, as well, Andy? Did we play? I think we actually played Golden Axe, was it? If you look at the video, if you look at some of our videos, you can actually see us playing. Daytona was amazing though. To be able to play the arcade online, the actual arcade online via MAME was amazing. That music brings back so many memories. Oh. I think it was level 8 we got stuck on, Andy, if I remember right. Quite a lot of enemies on screen at once as well. Oh, what did they throw over the walls? Because they can throw them over the walls, can't they? It's like moss stuff. Yeah, we do need to do it again. We'll have to set it up again. Are they pigs? Flying pigs? Whack it on back at head. And I use the potions. They're all coming for me. Oh, I shot the thing. I should have shot that. Definitely a 10p guzzler this way, weren't it? Because I bet people... I wonder if anybody actually stayed on it and finished it. Because they were made so that it were impossible without losing lives to finish them, weren't they? Unless you were really good. Oh. Yeah, and if you turn into a key, then if you've got 2 players, they can nick it, can't they? What's this saying? Show you boys the art of winning. Yeah, whatever. I think I won one. I'm sure I did. It were Andy who didn't. Right. The zombies ate my neighbours. What was it? Golden Axe, you said, didn't you?
The biggest unanswered question is where is the money?
I blame lag. Yeah, of course you do. That's what you said about Mario Kart. Always excuses with you. What trick she's going to be at the arcade club? Mind you, you're probably going to blame your shoulder. Oh, evening, Judd West. Yeah, it definitely does steal your time. His mother was killed by Death Adder. Who shall we be? Let's be the lady. Oh, she looks like Lionel. She got any clothes on? What is that? It's like she's just got red hair and red shippers on. Oh dear. Yeah. You see, this is what happens when they try and add colour. As a Thunderbird. Yeah. That's exactly what we're doing. With you being into Thunderbirds and all that, that's exactly what we're doing. Is that what Liz has been telling you? Oops, this is a bit hard to control. What the? I can't even see where I am. Oh, I'm there. Yeah, I don't think this is the best version of this game. Yeah, I've just done it. I've just kicked them to get the potions. Oh, the chicken legs run off. Oh, what's that noise? I can't get up there, can I? There's the gnomes again. Oh, there used to be one that give you food, didn't there? How can I hit him if he's not... He's in the rocks? I can't get up any higher. He's got far me. I can't hit him. Can we come down here? See if I'll come down here. He's just gone mental. Oh, you go mental in the rocks. He's stuck in the rocks. I can't get him. Come out of the rocks. I had to use magic to hit him. How rubbish is that? They are crafty gnome folk. Give him the potions and having to use them to get him. Am I dead? It's very difficult to control. I don't like this version, I'm sorry, Spectrum people. It's not as good as the 64 version. I don't want to play that anymore. This is arcade perfect. Well, yeah, of course it is. Arcade perfect. I missed that quote. Is it arcade perfect? Yeah. arcade game. Super Offer. Oh, I don't know. We can have a look at it. I bet it's Iron Man Stewarts. I bet it's not under Super Off-Road. Let's have a quick word on Super Sprint before we put that on. Because that'll be under... What were it? Iron Man... Whatever his name was. Something Stewart. Number of players, 1. This was, I remember this was hard to control. And that if you hit the walls, it really, even on the arcade. Oh, so they're like sticky. Oh, can you guess which one I am? Oh no! Oh, I think I came second. Yeah, it was. Yeah, nobody knew Iron Man Jeff Stewart or whatever his name was till after the game came out. Oh, do you have to start it every time then? Oh, is it because I didn't finish? I love how the cars turn blue when you can hear them. Hated the walls. So unforgiving. You couldn't just blast round with your finger on fire button. Can you remember Codemasters making the Grand Prix simulators, which are basically budget versions of this? I think the first one, the cars were literally squares. That is solid. Extender trump, it does. Extender trump. Iron Man's. Now this is going to be the last game of the night, I'm afraid, guys. There we go. Let's hope it's a good one. Well, we've already got the yellow. Graph Gold again, 1990. So this came out at the same time as the Amiga was trying to take off. Oh, but the yellow lady. We'll not have a player 2. Where the hell am I? Oh my god. I think I'm the one in front. I can't hardly see myself. Oh, why didn't they make the cars a different colour? I think that's me. I'll look at the comments in a second. One nitro. And it's pushed forward the same. Oh. Okay, perfect. Now, are you the yellow one? one of the yellow ones. I can't even see myself when I start, so I don't know where I am. I have to really concentrate. One thing, it is easier than the Commodore 64 version. Oh. Where am I? In front there. I bet it would be difficult if you were two players because, well, it's difficult there to see who you are. It's only because I know. Oh, he's going the wrong way. Why are you going that way? Don't do that. It always had a weird control system, this game. Come on. Yes. Floppy trumpet again. Need nitros. That's the way to win a race. Nitros. Yeah. I don't know at the start. I just have to hope that I get into the front like that, and then I can see where I am, because otherwise... Oh, what's happened then? They've stuck there for like the whole of that. Oh, lippy neck. It's quite an annoying game, this. Come on. Over the bumpy things. Wow. Love the picture when buying stuff. Yeah, you'd never get away with that now, would you? It's very discriminative. Or sexist. You got no men in scantily clad clothes. Right, where the hell do we start on this? Oh, there. What's going on? Oh, I'm there. The fact that they made it so you couldn't see. They must have, when they play tested it, surely somebody said, well, you can't actually see who you are. And I bet they just said, well, it'll be alright. That's probably why you've got a dot on your head. You've got a little dot compared to the other ones. So the solution was to see who you are was to put like a yellow dot, which then also blends into the background as well. And the trumping sound, yes, they'll be fine. Obviously, that's what 4x4 engines sound like. Sounds like a firework display. Or a Geiger counter. Oh, I ain't finishing first on this one. Oh, well, Iron Man 1. Right, on that note, that's enough of the trumping sounds from Iron Man Stewarts Off-Road Racing. Right, guys, well, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please click the like and subscribe button. Thank you, Liz, Andy, Paul, Jambon, Music Man, Zan, Dexter, I think it was. Anybody else who's watched tonight. And I'll hopefully be back next weekend. Oh, no, I won't be back next weekend because I'm away. I'm out with that iStream van because it's his stag do. So we're going to Arcade Club in Leeds. So it might be in the week sometime after that I will stream. But have a good week. Thank you all for watching again, and I shall see you all again soon.